Dead by Daylight has managed throughout its lifetime to gather more than 50 million people. Making it so your uncle has probably a story about the time he met a Dead by Daylight fan that tried to make him sign a petition for adding military-grade interference to block all communication devices during gameplay for survivors. Discussing the game online may seem harmless because the community seems very welcoming to outsiders. However, navigating it incorrectly may put you at risk of taking part in an explosion of toxicity bigger than the competitive scene the game has. This is why I'm here to give you the survival guide for navigating Dead by Daylight in a safer environment while playing the game and also interacting with its fandom. Lesson 1. The choice. Your first unaware step into the fandom starts the moment you launch the game and enter the title screen, where you are confronted with the choice of playing as the killer or the survivor. Be careful because there is a right and wrong choice that could cause your experience to be entirely different. But luckily, after 4000 hours of experience, I can tell you the right choice is to watch others suffer on Twitch rather than yourself. To play as the killer means having no friends and lacking the ability to empathize with other members of the community. If you play survivors, you have no skill and play the game in baby mode. Playing both sides equally? You probably can help yourself, but start every discussion with that and take it from both sides. It's obvious the fandom is divided into two parts by design, so when navigating it you need to be careful not to piss either side off or to do it equally, showing you are a culture veteran who has experienced it all and seen it all. Lesson 1.5. Play who you want, how I want. According to other Dead by Daylight fans, if you enjoy playing any of the characters, that's fine. If you want to use the worst or best perks and items in the game, that's also fine, as long as you respect the rulebook of how to play in order for your opponents to have fun. And also you. From the beginning of the game's creation, there has always been the discussion about what's considered acceptable or not. But don't worry, because the Dead by Daylight community is very vocal about these concerns and provides feedback, so you can learn from your mistakes and become a better player in the next match. Or at least you'll have a nice collection of comments on the Steam profile. Lesson 2. Your opinion is shit. There has always been a disadvantage of interacting with fellow Dead by Daylight fans. Interacting with Dead by Daylight fans. Whenever you start to initiate an argument, be ready because you will unavoidably piss on someone's grave and be engaged in a 3-hour argument as to how you thought the colossal squid was bigger than the blue whale because you made a mistake and compared feet with meters. Some people have too much free time. Throughout the years, the fandom has adapted a variety of different ways to share their love and appreciation for the game, from making in-depth stories about their favorite characters to more recently tier lists, which is the worst possible thing you can do. By doing a list and categorizing the characters, you are sending an invitation to everyone while also providing them with ammunition to start shitting on you. Attractiveness, viability, potential romance, it doesn't matter the topic. If you place a character in one of the tiers, it's already a lost battle. But isn't it time to accept that people can like and enjoy characters you don't? Oh, little Timmy. No! If people could respectfully consider your opinions, we could create a welcoming community where everyone is free to express themselves without fear of judgment. Ha! Gay! And the moderators on Reddit wouldn't have to work overtime for those 500 Auric cells a month that you can— Hey, why did I remove my self-promo post again? You know what? Lesson 3. Everyone is thirsty. Maybe a bit too much. With such a big fandom, this also means the amount of fan content being made is very high in quantity. The cosplays and killer concepts have incredible detail and work behind them, to some of them even being brought to life, being fully playable on separate builds of the game with custom animations and sound design. The modding community has shown great passion by creating different game modes and cosmetics on separate builds, fulfilling player wishes that have been long awaited for years. What I mean to say is very incredible what this community has put out for the game throughout its time. But, and I want to show you a picture of James' butt here, this also means the fandom is up there amongst the most degenerate ones. One thing that's for sure is that video game characters have a special place in our hearts. It's hard not to get attached to a character you spend countless hours playing as or against. And with a game like Dead by Daylight, the characters are just begging to be shipped. So it's no surprise the fandom can get pretty intense. Everyone loves video game characters. Everyone seems for at least one character. And they will let you and the whole world know about it. Let's take David for example. You may have played him because he has one of the best and most overused perks in the game. Or, let's be real, it's because of his shirtless skin. And who can blame you? It's not just David though. Many of the new survivors like Felix and Vittorio have also flaunted their abs in their skins. And you probably couldn't resist buying them. Are you frustrated with a certain game mechanic that has been present for years and now seems to be getting worse? Me too, buddy. Me too. Your parents always encourage you to pursue goals in unconventional ways. Well, you took that advice to heart and now you're playing Leatherface with Insidious. And you know what? It's actually working. It's working so well that you're starting to question your life choices. You used to dream about success and accomplishment, but now all you can think about is how to maximize your face camping ratio. But hey, if it gets you to the top of your own ladder, who cares? But while granting to the cues, it's important to navigate the fandom with caution. Sure, there are some incredible fan art pieces out there that explore unique and creative character relationships, but for every one of those, there are 3 Leonardo degenerates. Character shipping is a popular subculture in the fandom and it's not uncommon to see fans passionately debating about their favorite pairings. You've got people playing matchmaker for killers and survivors, and others shipping a horse with a cow. Some even take it to the next level and ship themselves with their favorite characters. I mean, it's why the body pillows and towels sold out when the dating sim released. Lesson 4. Not everyone is the same. By now you probably think the Dead by Daylight community is a bunch of entitled horny teenagers with anger issues, but make no mistake because this is the smaller part of the community. The other part is built different. They don't care that self-care is the worst healing perk or which killer is the best. They are here for the fun of it, and want to just dabble around with their favorite horror icon Michael Myers or Quentin Smith. Who even plays Quentin? They are usually the players who, no matter the outcome of the match, say good game at the end and continue with their day. It's usually them you see run perks and builds that make no sense in your head as a veteran player, and it's also them that you probably took your anger on because the previous match you faced a full team of veterans and got destroyed on your first match as Demogorgon. Consider subscribing so I can get money from videos and spend it on Genshin Impact, and I hope to see you in the next video.